What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. Thought I'd get on here for a minute, chime in. Is that what you say? Chime in. But everything's good. You know what I'm saying? I want to just let people know tonight at 6 o'clock. You know, make sure you talk about it with Lady D and Trey. We're going to be talking about what's going on in certain parts of the world, you know. And today, we're going to talk about the sports, the NFL, and, you know, all this stuff going on. I don't want to get too much into it because, like I said, I want to wait for the night to really get into it. But I decided I'm going to try to say come on as much as I can during the day or the afternoon and just talk a little bit, you know, about different things going on. Like we got the COVID going on, you know, and it's really, I mean, as you know, it's hard to even say what it really is, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was looking at, I guess, Trump had another one of those meeting getters, gatherings, rallies. You know, he steady not wearing, you know, COVID mask and all these people that's Trump supporters not wearing it, you know. And the thing about it is like it's a pandemic and it's serious and it's taking lives. And here we got the person that's actually the president of the United States that is downplaying it like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like he don't give a damn about anybody but himself. And I heard in an interview where he is saying, "Well, I'm not near the people and stuff," but yet he'll still have these rallies where everybody else is near each other and exposed and everything. I mean, this guy is unreal, you know. And I had touched on it a little bit yesterday when I came on about um, you know, about the Antichrist and stuff like that. I know. You know, what am I talking about? Man, you never know how the devil comes. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it might be a motherfucking orange Oompa Loompa. This motherfucker, the devil could be an orange Oompa Loompa. Have you ever met the devil? You know he exists, right? Shit. You know, honestly, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And then I was listening to the news today, and you know how LeBron James is like, you know, about the Black Lives Matters, and he's really heavy into it. And I guess somebody called him out. I don't know. You know, like I said, I was catching like tail ends of it, and like they're trying to find the killer of these two. Well, they're not killers. Let me take that back. The shooting of the two officers that basically, you know, did survive, and right now they got I believe it's $200,000 reward for any information, you know, regarding the arrest of the individual did it. And then there was an interview on the news today of a young man that they had posted on the social media that this was the guy that did it. And I mean, there's some crazy stuff, you know. And the sheriffs end up saying it's not true, it wasn't real, you know, it was a bunch of, you know, bull. But do you see how fucked up this world is? You know, here somebody want to put a post that this is the man that did that, and so what if somebody would have went to this young man's house or something like that, and let's say he was a cop that really was like, we're gonna get this goddamn dude, and just killed this young man. I mean, some of the things that you say out your face, man. are so ridiculous. There's some things, like, say, for instance, social media. Don't get me wrong, I'm on social media a lot, you know what I'm saying? My lady tells me, you know what I'm saying, I'm a social media person, you know, and then, like, there's certain things, you see women out there and you see all kinds of craziness, but to be honest with you, I probably don't have that big a following because I ain't trying to get followings for something crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be followed for a positive reason, some crazy reason, but social media is how I, you know, promote my product that I have, which is On the Rise Entertainment, radio, um, a record label, promotional company, um, a magazine. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to release another magazine, and I always look to advertise businesses and stuff like that. I gotta give a shout out to my good friend over there at Sierra Manufacturing, which they sponsor and they, gave me an opportunity to make things happen, and I appreciate it. That's Roy Serta, and like I said, it's just you know it's good when you have good people that really really genuinely care about seeing you do good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had a saying in the game that I come from, door-to-door sales. It was doing good and getting better. You know what I'm saying? I was in the door-to-door business for 18 years, sales trainer, motivator. You know what I'm saying? I'm a graduate of Dale Carnegie, motivational speaking. I actually went to school over there in Long Beach, and my hat goes off to Mr. Nathan Edwards. He's the one that actually put me in it and basically, took an interest in a young man that, believe me, some people would have never probably looked at the opportunity to help a young man, and that's one thing he does do. He helps all people. He still he still does it to this day. You know what I'm saying? If you ever heard of, Advantage 20X, you know what I'm saying? Austin Diversified Products out there in Harville, Illinois. Like I said, that's where I got my start in the game of sales. And like I said, there's a lot of people that are still out there doing it. Mr. Timothy Burgess, you know what I'm saying? He also was an investor in, when I had Street Notes Records. He was an investor in that, you know what I'm saying? He brought some of his salespeople over, Guns and Ammo. They was actually Mr. Timothy Burgess's salespeople and, supervisors, and he basically found, he's even had a record label. He's from Florida. Like I said, there's so many people that are people that really generally do care, just like him. You know what I'm saying? He basically is on the road still, hiring young men, young ladies, giving them an opportunity. Let me explain something to you. That's how I learned about opportunities, is being in the door-to-door business. Like I said, I know some people, use that door-to-door business, that's hard. No, it's not hard. It's hard if you put your mind to believing it's hard. I did door-to-door, like I said, 18 years. You know what I'm saying? I traveled around the United States going back and forth, east to west, you know what I'm saying? It was summertime, we go east. Wintertime, we come west, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, I've had my family off in that business, my brother, rest in heaven, Harry, my sister Sharda, you know what I'm saying, my sister Demetra, my brother Donnell, they all was in that business because I was like, man, y'all got to come over here, man, there's opportunities. See, the thing about it, there's opportunities in different ways, you know what I'm saying, just like, I see things as far as the door-to-door business, it's still going on. I know we got the COVID, you got to take precautions. You got to, wear your mask and everything like that. But you see so many different things going on in this world that, it's like, who do you believe? You don't have to sit here and believe me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. This is my beliefs. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. I don't try to instill my beliefs in what I believe in. You know, it's just like me. You know, you ever heard that thing in sales? We always taught people never talk about race, religion, and politics. Reason why? Because it's a never-ending story. Because everybody is not going to agree on the same thing. And we're never going to agree on the same thing. But I think we ought to agree that this son of a bitch that's up in the White House needs to get out of there. I hope a lot of us agree. And I would say, go out and vote. I vote. I do. I vote. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, they have all these different systems that try to make you feel that you can't do things, like you can't vote. I'm going to tell you a person who's been in prison, man. I vote. I am a registered voter. I get my voter absentee ballots whenever I want it. Like I said, they just put this stuff in your head. Like I said, you believe the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a person. I can't believe everything somebody tells me. Now, one thing that I am bad at is it's not believing everything I'm told, but I believe that I have the same interest that some people have to wanting to be successful, and I'll bring them in, and guess what? I found out it's not the same way. That's the bad thing about it, you know. Just like, you know, brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, we'll be real quick to be in our neighborhood and go beat down a brother, you know what I'm saying? And because he said something, or he dissed me, or he blase whoop-de-whoop. But then if it comes to somebody from you know, some, how can I put it? I don't want to seem racist, you know, because I'm not, you know. And the reason why, you know, let me explain something. I tell you, I have multiracial kids. You know what I'm saying? I have multiracial kids. You know, I have 2 children that their mother is Polish and German. They're white. I have 1 son, his mother is Cubano, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Then I have 2 Mexicans. And then my daughter, her mother was black. I have, you know, that type of, them are my children. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, even where I'm from a small, you know what I'm saying? It's called Caddis. You know, it's like, for anybody that's on Steubenville, 45 minutes from Pittsburgh. And that city right there used to be a black city, all right? Back in the days, even believe me, it was part of the Underground Railroad escape route. So there's a lot of different racial families there. I have cousins that are Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? I have cousins that are Latinos. I'm just saying, you know, I don't see all the stuff that everybody sees, because I was never raised to see a color. I wasn't, you know, taught that color thing. But I see some of the social media, and even to the point where, I mean, the racism that I see on there. I mean, like, somebody has done gave some people some what they call courage. You got some straight up damn courage. And you know, I tell my lady, I'm gonna restrain from, you know, not being aggressive when I get approached, because that's one of the keys, and I tell that to all brothers and sisters. You got to restrain from that. But the thing about it, my question to you is, if you're in the neighborhood, or you're out, or you're walking, and you see a brother or sister being manhandled by cops, and they're actually trying to, you know, appease them by trying to, comply. Don't just take your camera out and just film the shit. please, you know, get on the phone and let them know there's some officers that are really doing some great. Call somebody. I mean, because really, I'm just like, and you start seeing it more visible that people are recording this stuff and they showing this stuff. And I mean, it's been going on for a while. As my lady tells me, she said this has been going on for a while. It's just now getting visible, you know. And then, like, I got to give a big shout out to my friend Dex Elliott, you know, because my friend Dex be on it. You know, I got much respect for it because, you know, that's what he did. Since I've known him, I've known Dex for about 12 years, and he has been the same way. He has not changed at all. And then, you know, what has gotten me more conscious about this movement, you know, and about Black Lives and all this stuff and everything like that was my friend down in Houston, Texas, Big Swift. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that just, you know, myself, I learn from people. I don't, just because I'm older, it ain't that I know everything. I don't know everything. If I'd known everything, shoot, I'd be rich, I guess. I don't know. I don't know everything. You know, but I'm not going to learn from stupidity. That's what I won't learn from. Because look at this stupid motherfucker we got in the White House. Really? What's your take? You know, my take is, you know, we really do. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's wild. Everything's just in so many different uproars. You know what I'm saying? We got the pandemic. Then we got the Black Lives. We got the police. And like I said, let me get y'all to understand. I am not against, you know, police. I am no way none that's a police officer. You know what I'm saying? Now, I am concerned with them, not because they're bad, but because of how the ones that are bad are putting it on where the good ones are being, basically, it's like association, you know what I'm saying, put you in the same group. If you're associated with that group, then guess what? You're like that group. And that's not always true. Hey, be quiet. Got Shaka, Pinto. Sit. I gotta stay on them. They, you know, they at all.